felt like there were some other issues with that draft and the way the game developed that it wasn't really his fault. It's not like he played it poorly, but how would you see a support Pugna working? It's having a rough start of it, but there's your fissure block to get things underway. Now the Nether Blast following up, and Sunby joining the party here. They have a fissure in about 8 seconds. The shards will keep one away, but the other two still remaining. They glimpse back one. They force him to skill the glimpse, but in position is MP. There's the raise, and your first blood of this match will go to MP. So
line at level 7 with the max barrage and cooldown.
They're giving him too much move speed here. Queen of Pain pretty low in the mid lane, and as a result, Q drops quickly. They decrep, they chase forward. Snowball's there to counter initiate, though, and it's Heen who's caught out and punished. CDEC, we're ready for that one. And now Queen of Pain will beat a hasty retreat, get her to base just so Bloodseeker doesn't get too out of control.
See even like dropping his Tranquil's last hit.
Sunby, this is not where you want to be, my friend. Trapped with the giant copter of doom. There's the fissure though, and the backup comes in. He's even got a salve up. They might be able to turn this aggressive. Got to be careful. He runs into 2. He's got another rocket barrage. Can he get the boat? 1. It's almost 2. He's decrepit, so he can't auto attack. He salves through it and lives. And now he wants to go back in. Endless barrage of doom coming from him. Aggressive. He finds a second. They're lucky it wasn't 3. We saw this from him in the qualifier, in the wild card yesterday, and
says, okay, this isn't working, I'm just going to TP out, we reset. Because right now Hot6's lineup is kind of struggling to do too much. They're actually going to get 4 and
that's a big kill.
Yeah, Shiki even rotating in to make sure things go smoothly and diving for kills. So Sunby's kind of in position for a hook shot, but unless he feels there's just a lone defender, he's not going to be hooking in to force a fight. Bloodseeker's actually not there, he camped the bottom lane, and
there's your call down. They're going to engage on this. Phoenix gets stunned, but gets off the egg. MP quickly melts. No mech to save him. And now blinking forward as Shiki gets the ult up. Almost finishes the Earthshaker's well. That's a quick 1 hero take now. 2 counting the Pugna. And it's going to be 3 with Sunby. They're lucky they didn't lose their Shaker as well. Bloodseeker running as fast as a vampire, but off in the bottom lane. And they do have vision on the Shadow Fiend. He doesn't quite have the mech now. It's a terrible time for MP to die. And die he shall, it seems, with the jump forward from the Phoenix. He turns with the raises. He's not quite finished off, but finally he pops to Shiki with the Blink Scream. The trade might be this tower top, though. Glyph is available. It's another tier 1. And they're at least going to get the tier 1 mid. So CDEC, Heen gets his own deep Observer Ward down. Really nice warding from both teams here. As Q sets up top, he's got the eyes on for him. He's going to glimpse it back, cancels the TP, whiffs on the static field, but in they go anyway with the snowball. The uppercut should finish it. Walrus punch to your face, and 4F falls. Big pick off there. They also halt the push. At the same time, giving up on their own push.
Item you would expect to see him rush, especially with the nature of CX lineup wanting to grouping up as much as they have been.
Garter has scouted out MP. He wants to go. He's got the snowball ready. They glimpse him back to start, and then the static storm awaits him. He's trapped within. Somehow the quick static field end. It's only a level 1, and he's able to retreat out. Still, they get the kill. Shadow Fiend pops in the end. They will force out a couple of big ultimates, immediately counter-initiating, but XZ at full HP. They have ruptured Garter, who stands in position. He'll accept his fate, but everybody else continues their retreat. Nobody low HP, so they should be able to get out. The Shadow Fiend for a Tusk when the dust settles.
They're getting farm in more places and finding the more key pickoffs there on the Shadow Fiend.
Aggressive, the dive, he's found Ian with the initial call down, and he's gonna get yet another kill. I feel like we've seen this movie before. Aggressive plays Gyrocopter. I can see when it got popped, but they're all starting to retreat. Oh, well, maybe not. MP down into the river. They get eyes on him to start. They're going to snowball forward and then glimpse him back, I imagine. They don't really want to waste that Tusk's initiation. MP turns, drops the Requiem, but there's the BKB from Shiki. He takes all the damage. Jurex will fall next, and the rest retreat for him. Trying to run in with the Sigil, limiting the damage. He explodes. Splat goes the Bloodseeker. CDEC with the combat build just running at. They have a TP at the ready for him, but in position as well is Jerax. They want to hold the Rupture, it seems. And now he's going to snowball, dodging some of that Rupture damage. He'll actually be rolling back into 4F. Silence. This may not go the way he hopes. Actually, Silence doesn't get it. He gets up the Forest Punch, but to no avail. He will end up falling. Still, only a Tusk, and you mentioned it. Around the time they finish this Roche, the pipe almost done for Garter. And there's your hook, trying to steal the Aegis. Sunby jumping in, but he doesn't get the Aegis, and he doesn't get the last hit. He'll end up dying. Worth the shot, but just doesn't pay off in the end.
We saw the exact same play early and wanted to pick off because of this, but Oh, Jax at top, he's caught out. He was trying to farm his blink while the Roche was going on, and he's very close to it.
Gonna lose vision in the second here, but not soon enough as they trap him out in the kinetic field. Shadowfiend thinking about a Zoni Requiem to defend him. Jax tries to survive, he can't quite, even through the MP mech. CDEC, that's gotta be suspicious for CDEC. Oh, did it? No. Oh, he was smoked, I thought. Oh, guess not. Some beat. Smoke ends up breaking, and, well, on the back foot. No, actually, you know what? I don't think he got hit by the smoke, but now they go with the fissure onto aggressive. Has the BKB. Not really the hero you want to jump. Maybe they can force that BKB out. He'll get silence, but just keeps on running forward. Now he pops the cooldown. It hits absolutely nothing, though. Ruptured and held in position while 4F dives towards the back line. They ignore aggressive. The hook comes in. They'll bring down Q, and this is looking like a great fight for the Bloodseeker. Out comes the Phoenix Egg, potentially, but now they've got a turn tail run. Their BKB is running out. They don't get stunned by the Phoenix. Shiki lurching forward, but there's the 3-hero echo. Follow-up, silence, MVP, tearing CDEC to shreds and hunting for more. Shiki has the blink TP. Should be able to make it out of here. They do have a bit of vision on him, but now he'll retreat out, and looks like he may end up escaping. What an amazing hold there by MVP Hot6.
Yeah, Jarek's coming. They're still in a bit of a tough spot, but things looking a bit better out there.
Oh, they found 4F, who's farming the enemy woods. Got a bit too cocky, and as quickly as the
ahead and you want to end the game fast, you go for the SMY.
Oh, they found aggressive. They smoked under what looks like a dire ward, but apparently it wasn't scouted. CDEC now on the run. Sunby, no hook available. We already popped it, and they're going to engage. No gyrocopter buyback. They're fighting without him. Can they really take the fight? Out comes the egg, but it's doing nothing to these BKB carries who charge forward and start slaughtering the CDEC supports, routing their backlines and forcing them out. XE will retreat. It could have been a lot worse, it felt like. CDEC only losing 2, getting 1 in exchange.
Third defensive item. At this point, he's thinking he's pretty invincible, or at least he can't be ganked. But
and boy, were they wrong about that. Oh, he ain't trying for the TP out. Will he make it? Snowball? No, they got him. And they'll at least get a Pugna. So it ends up being a 2 for 2, but getting the gyrocopter. And the map is rather dark. They just scouted Jarex, but he's waiting up on the high ground. Maybe they actually did see one of those heroes. The way they're positioned, it sure looks like they did. And Gardner's going to go in. He gets off the snowball, and he's rolling deep all the way towards the Earthshaker, but doesn't quite get there. MP trapped and surrounded, and now they go on Gardner. Out comes the pipe. They focus the edge. They will bring it down before he gets anything up, but the static starts waiting. BKB still going strong at 4F. Oh, he just gets out of the static field time. And as the cheeky blinks in, he gets echoed. He doesn't get off a spell, and he's going to drop here. He actually got off his ult earlier, but he can't follow it up too much. Now Q going to fall as well. Aggressive trying to TP out frantically. He'll make it just barely at that. 4 dead. They roll onto Jarex, but
SF will just BKB Requiem. He'll force you back, and they really need that maybe Hex initiation from a Queen of Pain. It's still risky.
He's waiting on the high ground. The call down there tries to glimmer himself away. The BKB comes out nice and early, and 4Up charges into it. He's got his own BKB, trying to heal him up as the Phoenix Sun. And now the combo comes through. They've got 4M, and now the egg as well. MVP, it's their turn to get surrounded and pounded. They've lost 4 to the massive AoE combo. CDEC crushing right back through. The pendulum swings the other way. A 6,500 gold swing. See 100%. And we'll see CDEC march into the pit, but guess who's coming? It's the whole MVP squad. They're going to fight this without buyback. Sunby, he's in position for the hook. And then they think twice, but Cheeky's the one who goes in first. Gets up the ult. It's a complete airball to start it from the clock. Gets absolutely nothing. And now he can blink back without taking damage, but it wasn't a full blink. I believe he took some as aggressive marches in from the rear. He's focusing down MP, trying to drive it back, and now the egg deployed. Pretty good position here for him. Little hesitant on who to focus. Aggressive, he can't do it alone. They're slowly bringing him down. A follow-up hook. He's isolated. He will drop here, and Cheeky has to run. The Queen of Pain initiation, just not what CDEC needed. And 4F, another silence. He pushes down mid. There's no buyback here on the Disruptor, and they found yet another hook. It's Zombie again, as up to the high ground jaunts the Phoenix. Courtesy of the Icarus dive. Did they even go into the Roshan pit? No, they're not done yet. Gardner comes in from the rear on his retreat out, and Cheeky has another ult, but he gets hooked. He can't get it off. He had a great angle for 3-4 heroes. He doesn't find anyone just yet. Blinky forward, maybe gets somebody. He catches himself in the trees. Really not what the doctor ordered. As the gyrocopter of aggressive had to fight back just to hold the line. And then he hooks his way out. He's gonna survive. Sunby, what a player. He finds the initiations. He finds the one way out. And when the dust settles, it's a 4,700 gold swing. They force out the gyrocopter buyback. and they looks like they may forfeit the Roche, but God, what a costly Roche even if they get it.
Yeah, Hot6 will be so happy with this. They're split pushing top lane, so they're going to lose some team through tower potentially.
Zombies in position. He's going for it again. Will this time be the charm they rubbed through Cheeky? Look for the hook. Look for it. He's in the pit. Who's going to get the Aegis? No, the Gyro does again. Again, the hook steal is a complete flop.
SF
but in the Radiant base, diving his MP. He'll bring down the Disruptor, rotating in his XC. He can't do this alone. He needs some help from the team. The Razes come out. One more. No, there's the Yules holding him in position a bit longer. Does have the TP. Using it, and Blink Hex on cooldown. He'll make it out. CDEC ultimately coming out on top there, getting a hold of that Aegis. Getting tankier and tankier. Wants to just run in and focus down the gyrocopter of Aggressive with the Aegis, maybe somebody else, but here comes the hook. Zombie. No, he second guesses it, and Jerax is the one but he tries to get off his combo, but he can't quite. Ends up falling rather early in the fight, and the Phoenix doing work from the high ground. There's basically a defensive Requiem as MP tries to make his way out of here, but the chase is on, and the egg is coming forward. MP burning. Emily gets away with 100 HP, but the rest of the team not going to be so lucky. 4F eats the cheese, tries to run. The snowball won't hit him, but the Yules for now will save the Disruptor until Sunpea again strikes a dagger into the heart of CDEC with yet another sensational hook. And it seems like he wants even another.
He forced out 4F out as well. Like 4F was in a lot of trouble there after being thrown up, and the 4-star from the high ground. From
their move, there's no buyback on Gyro either for 50 seconds. What a difficult window here for CDEC to hold. They have a glyph, and they use it nice and early, but the ward's down on the low ground. CDEC are thinking of fighting it. They drop one quad bolt, and now he desperately trying to heal up MP, but he also brings himself into the danger zone, and they finally look to focus the ward. There's your snowball, but Jarek drags it back again with the quick blink out. They might turn on Garner here. No one chases it with the shards. Still engaging, and they do manage to bring down that pesky Pugna as 4F. He's fast, 584, and looking for Cheeky once again, who breaks forward, past the Bloodseeker, brings down the Shadow, being dead for 110. Remember, he bumped Nick a whole lot earlier. They hex 4F, the BKBs, he heads for the hills, he will continue his retreat. The Ice Shards can't quite clip him, but the Glimpse sure as hell can catch him, and the Static Field, Static is waiting. He will manage to bring him down. What a play. And in the end, Hot6, they're completely thwarted. They actually did get the melee racks.
2 wards to try and deal with this Roshan area, and that's where Hot6 don't have any vision whatsoever, but CDEC maybe not aware of that.
Oh, they're primed to pounce here on MP. Cheeky's got the vision. No, not gonna go. He was thinking about it, and they're gonna initiate with Zombie in the end. The hook's there, the back with the cogs. Where's the follow back? It looks like Blink got disabled. Jix can't get it off, and now the first going to put on a complete airball. Look for the second one. Let's see if it's any better. They snowball forward. Cheeky held in position by Disruptor, but Hexes for him and ignores him. And the real fight breaks out with Aggressive moving in on Zombie, but MP at full HP. Now the Echo. Jerax doing work, but not enough. He can't finish the job. It's up to MP to do it. Man fighting the Gyro and losing that fight badly. He gets pulled back by the Glyph, slapped down, and CDEC, they take down 3 heroes, force out a buyback immediately from the Pugna, and this should be the Roche. Unless Hot6 really want to roll the dice, they're going to have to give this one up. Really afford to let this fall freely. Still not buying back on the Shadow Fiend, wrapping around his 4F, but he's been scouted by Q. He committed a rupture just for the Disruptor, keeps him out of the fight as Aggressive gets home, pushed back by the Cogs, almost onto the low ground to stall this push a bit further. Disruptor will end up falling to the Bloodseeker backstab, but they've gotten 2 melee racks, and they can get out cleanly if they'd like now. Aggressive getting to Crep. This could set up for the initiation. Look for the Echo. Jarek still waiting to hook goes to the backside. It sets up a 2-hero Blood Rage. The Yules to dodge it, and Cheeky engaging. Aggressive BKBs, and now leaping forward for him. He's got a lot of move speed, a hell of a lot of damage to overpunch him. The Echo's on 2. They've gotten a lot, and they're looking for more. They focused on the egg next, no explosion, and then a force in 4F. He's on the hunt now. No Blood Rage for just a little bit longer, a rupture rather, but it doesn't seem he's gonna need it. With Jarek's there, again the hook from Sungbi. They'll get 3 in the end. They also forced out the Aegis, I do believe, and well, with that, CDEC, only a ranged Drax. Not sure you want to commit too many buybacks, but they will use the Gyro. That's the big one. And now the Ice Shark's coming out. They get eyes on somebody. He tries to cheat, but the Glimpse will pull back in the Pugna. Oh, poor, pitiful Pugna. Down again. This is just the new and improved version.
Yeah.
They're going for it. The Roche is dropping, and it's rather quickly. If Hot6 want to engage, they need to charge directly in the pit.
It's not a must contest, but they may feel like they're strong enough that they can. They've got buyback anymore.
They wait for Sunbeam, and then he goes. There's the home shot, following up with the silence. They try to make the move. The Queen of Fatal's there to turn this one around. And on high ground goes Sunbeam. Nobody finishing the Roshan for him, though. Hex was. He's in danger now. He falls. He got it back instantly. But in onto MP. CDEC crushing through. They brought the 3, make it 4 through the buyback. And it really feels like they just have too much damage. Hot6 just can't stand against them. They lose 6,000 gold because sold, but he's got to get more heroes in position. They're all sitting back pretty much. Aggressive dealing with the creep. Shiki does BKB. He backs off, but he baits out the glyph, and that opens the throne right up with no clockwork for 30 seconds. Let's see, blink forward, and he hexes Jerax. He gets the jump on the Earthshaker, who smoked to avoid this exact scenario. He gets up the Echo, but to what avail as Aggressive races in from the east, going to work. He's been decredified though, and he's not able to auto-attack for quite some time. Drops quickly, will fall, 700 gold, going the way of your Bloodseeker, and Hot6, they hold gods, barely, but they buy back, and they're right back into the fray.
Here's Clockwork, he's respawning. Gotta be careful now.
Blink forward, Jerax, no echo, but has the fissure, gets FC, they make short work of him, and the chase, he's gonna have a hook in about 8 seconds. Shiki can blink, but Aggressive may not be so lucky. There's the hex, and then the blink back by Shiki, looks to retreat.
3 seconds.
They have a glimpse. Thorm does have no BKB, so they can just glimpse him out, but the hook comes through. They
He's got no buyback.
Aggressive, this could be trouble if it's good, but they can't get to him. The cogs keep him safe, and he deals all the damage in the world from within. Clockwork's cogs turned against him as CDEC make their stand. It's all up to FD now. He tries to hold, but he just can't do it. Aggressive racing forward. There's the triple kill. 4 dead. No buybacks in sight, and CDEC emerge victors in a thriller. They'll take the 1-0 advantage to get this BO2 kicked off.
Oh, such a insane game. And even that finish there, that was such a 50-50 moment where that Clockwork hooks the gyrocopter. If he like pushes the gyrocopter with the cogs towards the Bloodseeker, gyrocopter dies. I don't know if the game ends off that because there's still Queen of Pain alive, but even that last team fight to the very end was just could have gone either way. And Hot6